Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start the new topic, three moments theorem, or it is also known as Clapeyron's equation of three moments. And before starting this topic, we must first understand the term continuous beam. A continuous beam is that beam which has more than one span, or it is supported on more than two supports. Now, if you will look at this diagram or this example, you will see that in this beam AD, it has more than one span, AB, BC, and CD. Moreover, it is supported on more than two supports, A, B, C, and D. Therefore, such types of beams are known as continuous beams. Now, whenever any type of loading or vertical loading acts on the continuous beams, the deflection pattern of the continuous beams is something like this. So if you will look at this deflection pattern, you will see that hogging is produced at the intermediate supports and sagging is produced over the mid spans. Now, this hogging and sagging clearly reflects that hogging bending moment will be produced at the intermediate supports, while the sagging bending moment will be produced at the middle of the spans. Now, in order to analyze such beams, by the term analyze, we mean to say that to find out the values of the bending moment. So, to analyze such types of beams, we use three moments theorem or Clapeyron's equation of three moments. Now, what we do, we find out the relationship between the moments at three consecutive supports and the loading on the two spans between these supports. See, if you will look at this diagram, now you will see that there are four supports. So what we do in three moment equation, we take any three consecutive supports. So you can take A, B, C, or you can take B, C, D. So by taking three consecutive supports, we find out the relationship between the moments at these three supports and the loading which is acting on the spans between these three supports. So the span between these three supports is AB and BC. So whatever is the loading acting on AB and BC, we find out the relationship between that loading and the bending moment at these three supports which we have taken. And by finding out the relationship, we find out the values of the three moments or the values of the bending moments at the supports. See, by using ABC, we can find out one equation, and by using BCD, we can find out the another equation, and by solving these equations, we can find out the values of the bending moments at the supports. So uh, this theorem or these equations was given by Clapeyron in 1857, and it states that if a beam has n supports, then the number of equations required to determine the support moments may be obtained from the consecutive parts of spans, that is AB, BC, BC, CD, and so on. It means that if a beam has n supports, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 5. So if a beam has n supports, then the number of equations which are required to determine the support moments can be obtained from the consecutive parts. Either you can take ABBC or you can take BCCD. By using these consecutive spans or these consecutive supports, we can find out the values of the bending moment at the supports. See, how we find out the values or how do we analyze the continuous beam, we will see in the derivation below. So one thing you need to remember that before deriving the three moment equations, we make one assumption, or we use one consistency condition, and that condition is that the slope at the middle support calculated from the left span and the slope at the middle support calculated from the right supports are equal. See, it means that if suppose if we take these three supports A, B, C, so if your B support settles down, the beam will become something like this. Okay, so if this B support, if it settles down, then the slope at B calculated with respect to A and the slope at B calculated with respect to C, these will be equal. So we use this consistency condition in order to derive the three moment equation. Now we will see in the next video that how do we derive the three moment equations.